Good evening, YouTube family. How are you? I'm back. I am back with an interesting video. This week has been interesting. Should political opinions stop your unconditional love for friendship? I'm going to even add perhaps your partner or your spouse. This week, actually, I want to say on a Sunday evening, I went on to this famous um, Instagram or this celebrity who's very political, who's very controversial, and she is truly a pioneer for people. And I have been following her career for years and her point of view. And she was once in a talk show. And on her Instagram, she said that she was going to end a friendship to another famous person who, if you follow the other person, um, you could see that they are struggling with life. They're going through it. And, anyways, the person that now has canceled me or has blocked me, can you believe it? This little old me. And you would think that I said something bad or cussed at her, or no, I asked the question because she said she was going to end this friendship over a person's belief. And she says, for the rest of the story, go on to my Patreon. And I was thinking, wow, you're really going to talk about ending this friendship on your platform to millions of people watching you, and this is over a point of view. Um, this couldn't be right. So guess what I put on the comments part? I said, isn't friendship unconditional love? That's it. Oh my gosh. I woke up Monday morning to 79 messages from her followers, including her. Her reply was, F, no, my friendships are, um, I could be wrong with the slur. Anyways, bottom line, she said, my friendships are conditioned. Hmm. Then all of her followers were sending me things saying that unconditional love is for children. How could you extend grace to, because I replied back to that person. I said, what about God's grace? Did you ask the question why? And I said that to our followers. Make sure you ask the question why to a person. We forget that. We forget to ask, why are they moving the way they're, or why do they think that way? Instead, we are cutting cutting them out, cutting them at the knees, you know. And throughout my back and forth with her and her followers who were upset, I was called scenarios with being with the Ku Klux Klan, or scenarios of what if your friend was a rapist. And I'm thinking, what in God's name is happening? I just asked the question about unconditional love, and it just went so left. I just couldn't believe it. And I shared with the person that said that they were going to cut off their friend. I said, maybe perhaps I'm an empath. And I've always dealt with people that loved me with conditions. And perhaps I'm sensitive to that. Instead of that, and well, I thought intelligent or smart person, because I mean, she's very smart. She says to me, empath, good luck with that. But still, I didn't want to respond negatively because I was really trying to understand, like, is this the person that I was in shock. But I kept responding to everyone and to this larger than life person, God's grace. Because if you keep living, you're going to want someone to give you grace. Politics should not end a relationship or friendship. You know, it's okay to be different from one another. But I also stressed in my comments too, I said, hey, if a person, and also said this on my TikTok, I said, hey, if a person decides to harm a child or harm you or harm the elderly, mothers, whatever it is, a violent person, by all means, you should definitely separate yourself from that person. I didn't say that you had to be around someone that was toxic. All I'm saying is you can love a person from afar, or if you don't like what they're saying, then okay, it's okay. But you don't have to harm them. You don't have to embarrass them on a platform because they have a difference of opinion or a political view that doesn't necessarily align with what you believe in. And that's okay. But ending a friendship over politics, that should never be. If they were your friends to begin with, then you should love them for who they are. If they are still good to you, you should love them. Unconditional love. And the comments got worse. Maybe I would say towards Tuesday morning, the wee hours, I started to get some of her followers that decided to send messages with, intelligence, like, you know, everyone is God's child. But they asked me, do I still have to be their friend if they're toxic? And guess what I replied? I said, absolutely not. You don't have to be their friend if they are toxic to you. But God's grace, ask them why and pray for them. Don't speak ill of them. You know what I'm saying? And I started getting people using their brain that, hey, another thing, I was condoning genocide. I was like, oh God, no, no. I just asked about unconditional love. And, I wanted to let them know that just because I asked the question, is friendship unconditional love, doesn't mean I condone genocide or harm or violence. Um, so it was has been an interesting, week so far. Um, and yeah, it, I learned a lot about people, and I'm not upset at all with that person blocking me. I don't want to be following someone that just can't um, open their minds a little bit and say, hey, this person admires me, admires my work, but she just has a difference of opinion. She just asked me about love, and just talked to my followers about God's love and how we can, you know, still love on someone who may not believe the things that we believe in, but they're not harming anybody. So, anyways, family, that's my video. And if you like it. Click the like button. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Till next time, you have a blessed week, and it will be Monday again. So, bye. Till next time.